Easily one of my favorite plays of Quinnen Williams' NFL debut here with the Dallas Cowboys. He starts off in a 4-eye. What does that mean? He's on the inside shoulder of the tackle, but he has been demoralizing their center all game long, so they're going to swing him to the center. Okay, they also have a guy on the outside taking away the tackle and hopefully the guard as well. Okay, so let's watch this play develop a little bit. They got 11 personnel, one running back, one tight end here to the left side of the quarterback, and watch this play. Williams instantly slides over to the center. They're going to show second level pressure here. That way they can't double team Quinnen Williams, and now we got the matchup of our lifetime. We drive this guy about 6 yards back. We get underneath the arm, the strong arm of the center, and we just bully him, right? It's just too easy. Boom. Drive him back. I mean, we take him off the ground. Look at this. He picks him up off the ground essentially for a second there, drives all the way back, and comes up with an 8-yard sack here on Geno Smith in this offense. I'm telling you right now, this team is different, bruh. This team is so different. I am so excited to be breaking down this film. The Quinnen Williams Dallas Cowboys debut was everything we needed to see and then some. It's starting to look like this defense can actually be a legit threat now that they have Kenny Clark and Quinnen Williams. I mean, just take a look at this play. Now, he is going to generate a 1-on-1 matchup here with the center, and you're going to see Kenny Clark also dominate this right guard. But what's important to notice is they're already working well next to each other, and this is just game one, okay? Now, Kenny Clark is to the bottom, Quinnen Williams to the top side. They're going to be in a scat protection. They're sliding their protection out here to the left, which is going to give us man-to-man here, man-to-man here, and man-to-man here, which is huge, right? Now, watch Quinnen Williams reaches the point of attack. How far does he drive this guy back, right? 5, 6 yards. Same thing with Kenny Clark. Reaches point of attack, drives this man back, demoralizes him, and they both combine for a sack here. Let's actually watch this from the other angle. I want to show you, this is perfect right here. So watch Quinnen Williams. He's lined up right outside of that center, right? It's perfect that they slide their protection to Donovan Ezeraku, and watch this. Reaches point of attack, let's say 2 yards, 3 yards, 4, 5 yards into the front side of the quarterback. That is dominant, right? Now again, I understand this is the Raiders, and their offensive line is absolutely chips. It is buns. It is terrible. It is hot garbage, okay? But Quinnen Williams and Kenny Clark fixes everything with the interior of this defensive line, okay? We're going to break down a ton of film. Get ready. I am so excited for this video, man. This is what I needed Dallas to be able to be good at, being dominant at the line of scrimmage defensively. Before we dive in, hit the like button if you want another one of these videos. Comment down below part 2. If I see enough of these, we're going to drop another one, okay? So hit the like button. Comment down below P2. Let's go. Another nasty play here by Quinnen Williams. You can tell they come out with 12 personnel. After Ashton Jeanty motions back, you got one running back. You got 2 tight ends here. They're going to actually pull this left guard over to sell the little fake toss out to Quinnen Williams, out to Ashton Jeanty, and we're going to get a 1-on-1 matchup with this center once again. Now again, dominant, unstoppable. That's what it is showcasing every time he gets his 1-on-1 matchup. Now he's going to get leverage to the inside shoulder. He's going to just be too quick, be too fast, and be too strong. Forces Geno Smith to have to get the ball out early. He's got no time to let these routes develop, which means he's got to throw it to that quick screen, that quick swing, I guess I should say, and then Overshawn is able to get him out of bounds for a 4-yard loss. So whenever you can generate pressure on a quarterback, guys, what you have to understand is you can create one of 6 different situations, whether it's a bad throw, a bad decision, interception, a sack, a forced fumble, maybe even a holding call, right? Right here, he's able to force the ball out early, force a bad decision, and they lose 4 yards on the play. That is just picture perfect defense. And again, it all starts up front. Got to get pressure on the quarterback, and they do. Really quickly, before we get any further into the video, make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel. It is completely free, doesn't cost anything, and we will be covering Quinnen Williams, Kenny Clark, the Dallas Cowboys, offense, defense, individual player breakdowns, whatever you guys want to see, we got you guys covered. So join the family, turn on post notifications, that way you're notified when we do post these Cowboys videos. And with that being said, let's continue to dive in. So you see right here, he's kind of lined up in a 4-eye, right on the inside shoulder of that tackle. And once again, we're just going to utilize our playing strengths, right? Off the snap, we're going to reach the point of attack with the guard, and we're kind of going to swing over to the outside shoulder of the tackle, or while our outside threat, our edge rusher, reaches the end point. We call this an ET, an edge tackle twist a little bit here. They do it pretty well. The thing that doesn't work out is they're in a 5-man scat slide left, so they have an extra guy on the offensive line, but they do end up getting pressure on this right side through the A-gap, right? Great job by Dante Fowler, I believe that is. But let's go back to Quinnen Williams. Again, reaches the point, going to get to the outside shoulder of the tackle, and now he's got more of like a strength mismatch, but also the stunt works out perfectly, and boom, look at the motor. Never gives up on the play, gets to the quarterback again. What do we say that is? We force the bad decision, we dump it down, it ends up being incomplete. I believe Kalen Carson's there for the PBU or the breakup. But again, something about this new look defensive line. You got Osa, you got Sam, you got Dante, you got James Houston, you got Donovan Ezeraku, Kenny Clark, Quinnen Williams. I think the biggest concern was this defensive line, but now, in my opinion at least, I don't know, man. I think they might be top tier. Monday Night Football is officially here. We got Packers, we got Eagles. Should be a really good game. At least in my opinion, it's got that potential. Now, I'm having so much fun on the Sleeper app. I can possibly over 1,000x my money every single day on this app, and it has been so much fun so far. And I kind of wanted to share you some of my picks before we do so. Now, you guys can see them, but if you use my promo code DUBS, you see it right here, you are going to get a 100% match deposit up to $100, which means if you put in $100, they're going to give you $100. If you put in 50, they'll give you 50, right? It is a steal, I would do it just for that. Now, take a look at my picks. I'm going Saquon Barkley, more than 50 rushing yards. A.J. Brown, more than 40 receiving yards. Jalen Hurts, at least 1 touchdown. Jordan Love, more than 200 passing yards. And Romeo Doubs, more than 40 receiving yards. It's all lower than you may think, and I think it's safe. 30 to win 63. Not too crazy, not too wild. Let me know what you guys are doing for tonight. Are you going big? Are you staying safe? Let me know, and let's get back to the video. Here we go. Now he's lined up as a wide 5 technique. So we've seen him lined up kind of right outside the center. We've seen him lined up in a 4-eye, and now we're seeing him lined up as a 5 technique. He can even line up as a 0, probably a 1, a 2. He can line up everywhere, okay? So positional versatility is definitely something he adds to this team. And once again, he's going to get this matchup here, starting as a 5, but working inside to the guard. It looks like they're in a 5-man scat slide left. You got to be wary of that center because he could change to or change his opinion on and go hope to the right side depending on the matchups, but looks like he's going to slide left, which means we get a 1-on-1 matchup here. We're doing an edge tackle stunt again, so we're going to reach point of attack, hit the inside shoulder of the tackle, and then we're going to whoop or stunt, I guess you could say, Donovan Ezeraku to the inside. But either way, he gets his matchup versus DJ Glaze, which is kind of what we wanted anyway, and we just bully him, right? Go right by him, force that pressure, and probably should have another sack here on Geno Smith. This is what you want to see, man. And again, I might be taking a little bit overboard saying they could be top tier. I know this is the Raiders. I know the Raiders' offensive line is caca, but at the end of the day, I would rather see the execution be near perfect than none at all, okay? Because if they had a bad game getting to the quarterback, I would say, okay, that's actually a really, really bad sign. Okay, so we want to see good. I know people are going to say, dude, it's just the Raiders. But again, if you want to be good, you have to dominate the teams you should dominate on the offensive line anyway, right? And I thought they did that. Another great play by Quinnen. Last play will break down. This dude was an absolute monster. We're going to see him towards the bottom side of your screen. Looks like he's in a 4-eye. Around the inside shoulder of the tackle. Either way, he's going to get a 1-on-1 matchup, I believe, with that left guard, as the offensive line is going to be in a... They're actually sliding to him. Okay, so they actually do slide to him, but the center's so slow, Quinnen Williams is able to kind of get all the weight onto the outside foot of the guard, and then he swims to the inside, and boom. They try to double team him, doesn't work. Force that ball out early, and it's a drop by Ashton. But again, man, if you're a Cowboy fan, you got to be at least a little bit excited about the potential of this defensive line. I know the Cowboys, and we can look at it really quickly. Let's look at the Dallas Cowboys here. Where are they ranking right now defensively in the NFL? Let me get rid of that. Okay, so right now they're 31st. They're one of the worst teams in football defensively. We all understand that. versus the run. This has been getting better. This was like 31st like 2 weeks ago. So that's getting better. Sack percentage still needs to be better. Interception percentage needs to be better. But they're finally getting healthy. I feel like we now need to start judging this team on these next couple of weeks. I think it's important because now they're healthy. They got 5 new guys in the lineup for this week. So hopefully they can continue to win games. Let me know what you guys think. Hit the like button, subscribe if you want more of these videos, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.